My name is Milligan. I'm the social media and content executive for Moana Pacifica Rugby. I really like the creative side of it and a lot of the kind of aesthetic. You know, I'm quite artistic in a way. I like things looking good, looking appealing, you know, theming something, making something all look similar, pleasing to the eye. So that kind of artistic side kind of made this a no-brainer for me. I originally started doing graphics and stuff because I had that eye for the kind of industry in a way, and that was a lot of trial and error, a lot of days and nights on YouTube tutorials, teaching myself, and then I got into the trap of buying an expensive camera, so I guess from there that kind of just took off. It's a growing landscape and a growing industry, you know, the trends of how people and kids interpret information. It's just huge, and sports teams across the world are recognizing that, and it's such an awesome space for not only entertainment purposes but for commercializing content, branding, and just connecting with your fan base. You know, it's in my eyes, it's the #1 tool to connect fans with teams. I think personally in the last year or two, New Zealand sports teams are only kind of recognizing that. You know, you see teams over in the States, bro, it's massive. They've got 4 or 5 guys on one team. You know, the English Premier League, even in Australia with the NRL, it's huge. So we're obviously a new franchise. This is only our 2nd year, and so it's kind of a clean slate in a way. You know, there's been no team before me building content, so it's kind of something fresh, something that, you know, I'm a part of from the early days. We're in pre-season at the moment. A normal week, content-wise, you know, I'll get out on the field, obviously get content of the lads themselves, training. Most days, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday or Friday, we'll try to get out there. Photos, videos. We have a sit down, try to think of new ways we can produce some content, whether that's funny, whether it's focusing on, you know, something outside the box. But yeah, then there's obviously a lot of editing involved with that. In pre-season stages too, there's a lot of big things that go on, team announcements, apparel, all that kind of stuff. So a lot of planning in pre-season. It can get quite hectic, but then kind of as you progress through and get closer to the season, you kind of build more of a schedule structure. Game day is probably obviously like the biggest day of the week for myself and probably our whole team. My kind of biggest thing I always say for me is you want to make viewers and followers feel like they're a part of that matchday experience, even if they're not at the game, whether that's through stories, reels, photos, videos. But it's just a matter of speed and frequency, how fast you can get stuff out. And yeah, for anyone that wants to, you know, get involved in this space and have a go, you don't have to have the flashiest tools or anything. You know, you whip your phone out, start doing some video. And the biggest thing probably is just reaching out to people, whether it's reaching out, seeing if people need help, or local businesses in your small town. For myself, I never studied what I do. I pretty much taught myself. It's like any other thing, bro. It's asking questions, backing yourself, bro, because it's going to be a very competitive industry, I think, in a few years. I think the biggest kind of contrast between this team and franchise itself and others is we're not just a rugby team with rugby players. You know, we represent our heritage, our people, you know, our families and everything. So in my role specifically, I'm not just here to document trainings, the game itself. It's all of that stuff that encompasses who Moana Pacifica is. Family, cultural performances, kai, all that kind of stuff that represents Pacifica people, and that kind of sets itself apart from other jobs and teams that I've been a part of where rugby is predominantly the focus.